But yeah, I feel like with your music as well, it's pretty chill. Like it's relaxing, and I feel like your music is a good thing to put out in a time like this where it's really crazy.
Yeah, for sure. It should be easily listening and I know a bit like inspiring for some people and stuff. So trying to put a bit more emotion in the stuff that I'm releasing at the moment. But yeah, the stuff that's coming out in what's the date? Like 14 days or something. So we've got 6 more songs coming. So it should be good. Perfect time.
Well, what is your process like when do you have to like hear a beat and then find like a lyrics or something means to you or attach to that beat, or do you just like find a good song structured with lyrics and then find a beat that works with it, or like what goes on with that?
Yeah, pretty much my writing process is I'll work with somebody and we start from scratch with literally nothing, no ideas. Sometimes you might have like a hook idea or like a line you want to say.
Yeah.
But I just go in, start from nothing, and then we like talk a bit, get a vibes, what kind of stuff we're going to make today, something a bit more up tempo, energetic, something that's going to go off live or something that's like sad. And then we start working on a bit, and then when we find something that we both kind of like can bob to and have melodies already too, then you start like I just freestyle in the microphone like melody ideas and snap a bit of tune on it, and then you start getting melodies locked in, and so you can re-sing them to make them sound good, and then I write lyrics last to it. Mainly, that's pretty much how we do it. I usually get a song done in a day, easy, but it's good.
How many songs did you put out in one day max, do you reckon?
My max I've done in one day is 5.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
not fully completed, but we wrote 5 hooks to 5 different songs, and then I've got all the other melodies done. So I just went away and on the planes I would write like the verses and stuff like that. Where like I always think of stuff when I'm either on a plane or in a shower. That's the 2 spots.
to be honest.
The shower's magic.
You got a Boogie Woohoo on the Red Light song, wasn't it?
Yeah.
How does that even happen? Like how? Like I don't get that. Like how does he like? Well, I don't get it. How does that even
So
happen?
so we're signed to the same like record label. So I'm with Warner
Yep.
Music Australia, and he's with Atlantic, which is Warner in America.
Yeah.
So he was touring here. They were playing, I think it was Laneway, I think it was Laneway. Yeah, and they were just wanted to set up sessions, and they came into Sydney, went into the office of Warner, and then my A&R was like, yo, I've got this artist who's got this song. I already had the song done. I wrote it with guys in Sweden from my bedroom in Sydney. And we were going to put it out no matter what, because we were like, this song's sick. It's so just easy listening. And then his management heard it and they were like, oh, yeah, this is sick. We'll send it to him. And then he listened to it. He's like, yeah, this is sick. I'll get on this for sure. And, I didn't think it was going to happen because like my A&R, which is my music kind of relations guy at Warner, was like, yeah, we've got A Boogie. He said yes to your song. Because I kind of was like, oh, let's get him on a song as a joke. And they were like, yeah, we'll make it happen. I was like, yeah, well, whatever, whatever. And then, yeah, a couple of days later, like, yeah, he's going to do the verse. And I was like, that's crazy. And I literally spent 2 weeks on the edge of my seat. Like, I think I was in Queensland at the time at the beach. And I'm just sitting there like this. Is this going to happen or not? And I was like, oh, and because every single city he'd go to, they had to go to the studio after the festival, and sometimes it'd be so late, sometimes he wouldn't go. So I didn't know if it was going to happen, and it literally happened in Perth on the last night that he was in Australia. So we got it done.
Your most recent song, what was that? Outer Space.
Uh-huh.
That was an absolute banger. As soon when that dropped, that was pretty cool. That was one of the better songs I've heard this year, without question.
Thank you.
The DJ who produced that was Foster Beast, wasn't it? He was the Triple J guy. Have you done much with Triple J?
Yeah, so Triple J have supported like all of my music since Solitude. They got on Solitude pretty heavily, and probably a big reason why it's literally hit 6 million last night on Spotify.
6 mil.
Yeah, 6 mil, which is nuts for my first song ever. So I'm pretty stoked about that. But yeah, Foster's dope. He works with a lot with Post Malone's producer FKI first, who actually did do White Iverson and stuff. And Foster's got he's got a post cut, and I think he's got a weekend cut. He's done a Trevor Daniels stuff, BB Rexa. So he's dope. He's in Melbourne. He's killing it. And we've done literally 10 songs together. So I've got a song coming out on his EP probably soon this year. And then we've definitely got some more this year coming out together. So yeah, me and him got pretty close. He's one of the producers that I work with a lot in Melbourne now. So it's good.
Like, what are you doing to pass time? Because it's insane what's going on.
So every day I sleep in a little bit because I stay up the night before. My sleep resume is just gone out the window. I don't know what day it is. I don't know what day it is ever. But every day I try and at least do something exercise, either like just play ball in the backyard, go for a run, or do a workout. Like if I do that, then I just feel better about my life. So it just definitely helps me because I'm a bit sloppy at the moment. I have been. Then I'll try and I've got a bunch of like songs I've got to finish off lyrically. So I'll try and just come in here and work on stuff. But honestly, I've been playing a lot of NBA 2K, grinding my player. He's a powerful. He's a stretch 4, and he does not miss.
Doesn't miss.
I'm in the park just baptizing kids.
Baptizing kids.
Yeah. Man, we had a good team.
Yeah, that was an awesome team. I can't remember. Were you on that team where you were down 3 at Mount Gambier and we
lost by 1?
Yeah,
Ben Allen. I still remember that like it was yesterday. It was Ben Allen hitting that 3. That's just no good. Bad memories. We were so close to winning the Seabull Championship.
Because that was that a semi? Was that that was a semi, wasn't it? And then
and they were the best team in the league too. So if we beat them, we would have had Northwest Tassie, I think. Or who was it? Nunawading? I can't remember.
Either way, that game would have been a killie, and it would have been. Oh man, I remember.
We would have brought it home.
I remember. I didn't have the luxury of going up to watch that game live, but I did watch it at home, and that was heartbreaking. That was probably the most heartbreaking thing Kilsyth has ever endured.
Dude, thinking about like the struggle of like the Seabull team making or like a grand final, and then all of us kids coming up and like training together, and like we were the underdogs for years, every season, and we just make the finals, and like it was just like some movie script, you know. And we finally got there with like all the young kids we had, just playing all the kids minutes, and like everyone stepped up that game. Timmy, Joel, Cam, and it was just like we were there, and so I still remember it. It's like it's so sad.
Yeah.
It was so high and fun, and you know, and intense. It was crazy, like, and emotional. You know, that whole thing. Like basketball was everyone's life there. It was so sick. But I definitely miss it, and I do look at all the highlights and watch some of our games back every now and then. Of get a new friend or something. I'm like, you want to watch this?
Bringing up Rod Pop, that brings up so much memories. He was he the most like taskmaster type guy to have coach? Was he super serious, or was he pretty laid back? Or
dude, honestly, like when you look back at it now, he cared about us, like his players, so much, like emotionally, and like he used to say to us every training, like, you guys are like my family, and he used to get so upset when we lost, it would make him angry, and like that motivated everyone in the team. Like no one wanted to let Rod down, no one wanted to like, you know, miss a shot. No one wanted, like, everyone wanted to be better and stuff. So I think he brought out the best in literally everyone. I think Kyle, especially, like Kyle, I don't think Kyle would be, well, he probably would because it's Kyle, but you know, where he is without Rod's guidance and like his confidence to just go and shoot the ball from half court, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's fun. Like that's so big for someone.
The hard sort of criticism is what builds people up. And you know, this is just a quick message to all those Kilsyth kids out there. If your coach is giving you some hard criticism, it's probably because you need to hear it. Is that something that you agree with?
Yeah, you probably need to hear it, and he probably believes in you to be able to get to that next level.
Exactly.
So I think if your coach isn't paying you attention and telling you, he probably doesn't care, like doesn't think it's worth saying that to you. I think if you're getting any sort of criticism from a coach or even anyone in life, that has knowledge of something that you're doing, I think it's very important to listen and try and take in what they're saying and improve yourself or your game and whatever you're doing.
And I imagine this sort of ties in with your music a little bit as well. If you're going to listen to the good feedback, you sort of have to give equal weight to the bad feedback too, don't you?
100%. I mean, you can't really get to that next level, to the next step, if you don't take both sides, you know?
Yeah.
Because a lot of the time, people that are telling you the good stuff are only can only see the good stuff. They don't really want to see the bad stuff, or they don't want to tell you about it. So
Yeah. Do you know that a lot? Like, do people try to ride your coattails a little bit? You know, you get a bit successful, and do you have a lot of people that sort of pop up every now and then, just asking for stuff? Is that hard to manage?
I mean, I don't think I'm at that level yet,
Right.
but uh, here and there. But like honestly, you know who your true friends are and who the real people in your life are. So I mean, I'm like grounded. I'm from country town. You know, I'm always going to be pretty real. So it's not really gonna. I don't think that's gonna affect me too much because I'll just be like, you know,
Yeah. It's just Jacko Brazier. That's all that matters.
it's just me.
It's
It's
just
just
you.
me.
Um, I got to ask you as well. I got to ask you, well, what are some like top three memories from Kilsyth time?
Dude, those years were honestly like best years of my life. Like the competitiveness nature that I gained from Kilsyth, and I did 11 years there, I think, or 12, 10, I don't know.
Yeah.
Um, it was literally like a new family, a culture. I loved everything about it. Three memories. Definitely when we won the championship, the youth league championship.
I remember that.
Um,
I remember that. Yep.
yeah, I've got that big jersey still framed. I had
Yep.
my appendix out, so I was playing the semi-finals with my appendix out and
That's
padded.
insane. That's insane.
Um, on Deng Adele, who's in bloody played for Baylor and stuff like that. So he went
Yeah.
on doing big things, which is crazy. Um, going to America with Kilsyth
Yeah.
when we were
That,
16.
yeah.
I
16.
did that when we were 16.
Yeah.
That was literally one of the funnest times of my life with all my mates. It was so good. And definitely Siebel. You know, that those 3 years of Siebel where we had the same group and we were like just bonding together, trying to get better, and we like improved so much. Those 3 years were definitely a big memory. They'll probably last with me forever. Some best years of my life for sure.
I don't think I'm telling any tales out of school here. You weren't the biggest dude on the court at all times. Like there were guys that would
Oh no.
like kilos on you.
I was playing four man against big American imports when I was bloody 6'4", weighing 80 kilos.
Yeah.
You know? And I just like had
Yeah.
to find a way. I had to find a way.
How do you find a way in that situation? Like, what do you do?
I mean, I don't know if you remember, but my thing was steals.
Yes, I do. I do. You were sneaky in those passing lanes.
I just used to cop steals because like they thought they'd have me posted. I'd just separate and just like take the pass every single
Yeah.
time. I honestly like naturally. I think in all sports I played, I was really good at reading the play,
Yeah.
reading sports and like seeing what people are going to do before they do it. I just like that was I don't know, something that came naturally to me that I just had to build on because I was not the biggest ever. But like in offense, like they couldn't guard me either because they were big and slow. So it was kind of like either
It's a
give and
win
take.
lose sort of thing, I guess. It's a zero sum game.
I hated playing four. I used to tell Rod, I'm like, do I really have to play four? Put me in a 1, 2, 3. Put me in anything.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, you're playing 5 now. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
It was fun.
That's insane. But yeah, like I remember those. I remember those times because there would be like situations where the American import he's got like 5, 6 inches on you. He's down on the low block. They got the ball in the wing. They're looking for that entry. And I remember just thinking up in the blocks, oh, this can be barbecue chicken. But then, boom, out of nowhere, we're running back down the other end on break. I'm like, that's what Jackson does for you. So I do
That's
remember.
it. Get in the passing lanes. That's it.
Who were some of your basketball influences growing up? Because like basketball like you, I'd have to say like Chris Paul, maybe like a Sean Livingston, to Andre Iguodala type stuff. Like who do
Dude,
you watch?
you know what I'm gonna say. I used to watch MJ videos. I've got every MJ DVD there is. I
Yeah,
watched before every Saturday game. I used to watch Michael Jordan to the max
yeah,
every single Saturday, and I'd go out there and just try and score 40.
yeah,
And then I mean Kobe, you can't go past one of the greatest of all times. Rest in peace.
yep.
Like yeah, Kobe and MJ. I was always going for the best. You know.
Yeah.
Why model yourself after someone who's not the best when you can model yourself after the best? So
Talk to me about your social media game. It seemed like overnight it went boom. Is that what it was like?
it's completely slowed down now since I've started music professionally. But yeah, I know it was a whole crazy journey. Things were just happening. I was just meeting people and hanging out with people and went to America. I just decided to do it. And then, yeah, I don't know. I mean, yeah,
Because you were pretty
it's
much
just weird.
Because you were pretty much Australia's first Vine star. Do you take credit for that?
100%. I was the only one in Australia that was huge.
Yeah, you were the only one in Australia that was huge. You were the pioneer of all this. Are you on TikTok?
100% I'm on TikTok. I do music. How am I going to get a hit song if it doesn't go viral on TikTok?
I mean, as far as I'm concerned, you've got 140,000 followers on Twitter. That's a pretty good start.
I mean, I think I have like 400K on TikTok, but
400,000 on TikTok. Are you serious?
Bro, TikTok's good, especially like me releasing music. My last video, my last song, Outer Space, has like 10,000 videos made about it. So, it's like that helps the streams, helps people listen to the song. And my name is Jackson. We're dropping a new EP 15th of May. Go listen. I hope you guys love it. And hopefully I'll be back on the basketball court somewhere around soon.
Jackson Brazier, love you to death, mate. Take care of yourself and stay safe out there in these unusual times, bro.
Thanks, brother. You too. I appreciate it.